Hi friends, my student ID 30102465. My name is Riken Patel and I am going to present for assignment Itech 6207. This is my first video and my topic is change management. Change management is an approach to transiting individuals, teams and organizations toward desired features. In some project management contexts, change management refers to a project management process wherein changes to a project are formally introduced and approved. Change management is not about managing change. Managing change is about managing people. And change strikes at the heart of the three most powerful drivers of work behavior. There are three drivers. First is a purpose, second is a identity, and third is a mastery. Ethics in change management. Change management process reflects ethics, integrity, honesty. Honesty and high pressure tactics work only in a short run effect but malignant within organizations that can't function properly without bedrock of trust. There are three steps for change management: before change, during change and change. Before change. First is before change. In before change, parties involved in implementing the change need to consider goals, behavior, outcomes, expected change objective. They need to consider who will be involved with establishing the change and behavior goals. What process will be used to determine the initial targets. They need to reflect their own personal values and how many they impact on the project. Need to consider that parties are capable to promote a required change. How is their input to use and response to? What time and what resource needed to perform change? These all are things we have to consider in before change. During change, we have to consider a necessary that change process proceeds as a plan and promoted as much as possible. Provide information to relevant parties during the change. Communication must be processed timely manner and all changes must be reported during process. Responding to question, provide a data collection to process the appropriate change and people impacted by the change must know where they can obtain more information and support. And what we have to do after change. In after change, we have to consider how has the change impacted the organization and individual. Has it achieved its own purpose? Have, have there been unintended negative results? And how should they be managed? What needs to be implemented to ensure the change is maintained? Now we see the effects of the project change. If you make a change, then how first the effects should be come out after changing. There are many effects like for any project, if organization can't manage a change effectively, there are some effects always happen, like increase in project cost, recurring new professionals, increase in overhead expenses, quality degradation, decrease in labor productivity, delay in procurement process, safety condition, and delay in a completion schedule. Change for information technology. Change is perhaps the only constant in business today. For new IT resource, the change must necessary. Manager, employee, customer, all are affected in IT change. However, first people affected by this change is employee rather than other. Human resource management can play important role in determining that the introduction and implementation success or bombs. Change is non-ethical risky. Evidence reveals that only 30% of the change proves successfully. For manage change, providing change framework and create the capacity for the change through development of individuals and organization capability. Change must be realistic, achievable, and measurable. These aspects are especially relevant to managing a personal change. Before starting organization change, ask yourself, what do we want to achieve with this change? Why and how will we know the change has been achieved? Who is affected by this change? And how will they react to it? How much of this change can we achieve ourselves? And what parts of the change do we need help with? This aspect also relate strongly to the management of personal as well as organization change. Change needs to be understood and managed so people can cope effectively with it. Check that people happy with change and agree with and understand the change properly and have a chance to decide how the change will be managed and to be involved in the planning and implementation of the change. Encourage your manager to communicate face to face with the people to if they want some information regarding change. For complex change, you need to follow a process of project management, communicate with other people, gain support for reason for the change. If you involve other people in the change, then you got others help in planning and supporting the change. For organization change that entails new action, objective, process, for a group or team of people, use a workshop to achieve understanding, involvement, plan, measurable aims, action, commitment. Encourage your management team to use a workshop with their people to if they are helping you to manage the change. You can also apply this principle to make a very tough change. Bad news require always careful management. Consulting with people and helping them to understand the change make your position strong. Senior manager, director responsible for managing the organization change. So remember that your people do not release change, they find it deeply distributing, threatening your people's fear of change is great as your own fear of failure. What are the benefits of change? Organization can respond faster to its customer demand. Change management allows the organization to assess the overall impact of the change. Time needed for implementing the change is reduced. Employee performance increase when staff understand and support the change process and increase the return of investments. These all are the information regarding the change management that we have to consider before we implementing any change in organization. Thank you.